So next time we're doing this
featuring Kid Cudi.
Who's Kid Cudi?
Kid Cudi, man. He's like, yeah, he hasn't made anything
recently. Show me a picture. I think I know who he is.
He's one of.
I know his name. I just never like cared to.
Jaden Smith is like one of his biggest fans.
It popped up already. Nah, I always heard his name, but I never.
He's made music that you know. I can't remember.
He looked like so much different people. He looked like Michael B. Jordan. He looked like the guy from Get Out, and he looked like so much different things.
He looked like everybody.
He's Jaden Smith's fan?
Yeah. No. Jaden Smith's a big fan of him. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, a
lot of people, because he was like he did a lot of weird stuff. He's pretty much like Kanye.
Really?
But he's done a lot of weird stuff. He's always been like nah. He's always just done crazy things that like had people stared away, and that's why Jaden Smith even said that he really admires Kid Cudi because of his artistic style has just been out there. Like he has an artistic style that's just.
But he said he stared everybody away.
A lot of people like similar scenario like Kanye. That's true. I don't do that either. Me too.
What?
I'm not even hearing this part.
We're not supposed to hear it. You heard it? Just block everything else.
Oh yeah, I heard. Believe it or not.
You heard?
Yo, them subliminal crap, man.
Alright, you gotta interpret this one for me. I don't know.
Alright. To the top of the sun come in, I think he's talking about a
car.
No, he's not talking. Somebody says to the top of probably was convertible. He's definitely not talking about a girl. That made no sense. Let the sun come in. Why would he say let the sun come in?
On her top?
Why would he say let the sun come in? If he's talking about a girl, he would say take the top of the sun come on you. Not just let the sun come in. What is the sun gonna do? Go through your lungs?
Let's talk about Jesus. Then.
Given Kanye's free-thinking rhetoric leading up to the album, it also refers to opening your mind and being enlightened.
Hold up. I wasn't listening.
Given Kanye's free-thinking rhetoric leading up to the album, it comes to opening your mind and being enlightened.
Can I read from my... Hold on. Let me read.
I just read the same...
Let me read.
Take the top off, let the sun come in. Take the top off, let the sun come in. Believe it or not, the Lord still shines on you. These vocals are sampled from Slick Rick's 1988 song, Hey Young World. Okay. Never heard that song, but I know the name Slick Rick. Okay.
And it's crazy because after all the crazy stuff, people are still buying his stuff.
People still buying his shoes. People still buying his shoes. Kanye may be referring to his recent struggles with prescription drugs and controversies like the comments on slavery and such stuff like that. I have dead my
Well, many of his contemporaries for you don't read him to
I read it already.
But me, I ain't read. Shucks, man. And while many of his contemporaries unfollowed him on social media and distance and some from him, his Kanye closest family and friends have stayed.
Which is
a lot of people like the other like celebrities out there
like, why ain't messing with Kanye no more?
Like John Legend, I think Chance the Rapper tried to clear his name. Not clear his name. No, okay. He had said something when the whole thing with Kanye was going on. He was trying to clear his own name so he don't sound like he was agreeing with Kanye. Yeah, I don't know if he's still cool with him, but I mean, we will never know. But
I got dirt on my name. I got white on my beard.
Yeah,
white on his beard. He's talking about just getting older, I guess. He acknowledges that he's gotten about rap in the media because of controversial things he has said about you know who and slavery, especially in the months leading up to the release of Ye. Stress and aging are the main causes of here, which is, Kanye has been dealing with mental health issues and drug addiction in recent years, and Ye is also for his 41st birthday,
He's 41?
It's crazy, right?
Oh my god.
Well, he would be that old.
Why my bear could also be referred to cocaine being used.
See, I don't take advice from people less successful than me. Me neither.
Kanye is arguing one of the most arrogant... Okay, but what do you deem as being successful? Because you're saying that how... What if the person has the knowledge, but they never had the opportunity? Well,
that's what I was about to say.
But then you can also be like, if you have the knowledge, why are you not successful?
Exactly. But hold on, that's what I'm about to say. It depends on who you're getting that knowledge from. Like, for instance, my father, there's a lot of things in my life that prohibited my father from achieving what he would have wanted to do in the time that he wanted to do it. But what my father has is wisdom and knowledge, so I can take that from him and boost myself up. So it depends on who's talking. But if it's like somebody, like, for instance, like I'm also a YouTuber as well. I do that full time, right? So
I didn't know you were a YouTuber.
Not people who are new to the channel don't know. So there's obviously gonna be people
guys,
who
he's a
don't
YouTuber,
know.
by the way.
So
you know.
So I do it full time. That's my job, and that's what I do. And I got to this point in my YouTube career by following other people who made it already, and I've heard another
who are already
guy
in the game before.
Who are already in the game before me. I'm not gonna listen to somebody, no offense, somebody with 1,000 subscribers who doesn't know what they're doing, and they had 1,000 subscribers for 6 years, and they're not getting views on their channel, and they're trying to give me advice, trying to tell me what to do, and I have way more than you in half the time. Like, who would I listen to? Somebody who's growing successfully and strong, or listen to somebody who had no results within the last 6 years?
Yeah, I agree.
So it's like, and it just depends. And I also heard like this model, he was talking, and he's also a philosopher too, he reads, and he was saying, which is a common thought too, is like, if you want to be successful, find somebody who's doing the same thing. Find somebody you like that's doing what you want to do,
and surround yourself with
and do exactly what they do.
Yeah.
And kind of change it to your own thing. So I kind of agree with what he's saying. With like, I don't take advice from people less successful than me.
And plus, how you expect yourself to go far if you're only rolling with people that can't even propel you further?
Just bring you down and bring you bad energy,
you like, are you sure
stuff.
about this?
Oh yeah, are you sure?
If I were you, I hate that line. If I were you.
Trust me, man. I know some people who are telling me, and I'll never forget. Like, I'm approaching 24,000 subs on my channel, and I've only been doing YouTube for about a year, going on 2 years this summer, right? And I had people when I started about a year and a half ago, when I started, that were like, oh, are you sure that's what you want to do? Are you sure that you want to do that?
I don't need you planting seeds of doubt. Like, and
I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything, but like at this point now, like I've been able to pay myself doing what I love to do on YouTube. And if I had only listened to those people who were putting self-doubt in me, I would never get to where I'm at right now. And there's still a lot more growth to go. But the thing is, what he's trying to say, and this is what I'm getting, like, surround yourself with people who are smarter than you. There's no shame in admitting that you don't know everything.
Yeah.
There's no shame. That's why I talk to people. I have a friend right now who's, like, in some areas she's really smarter than me, and I like to listen to her talk because I learn things from her every time we have a conversation. Surround yourself with people who are stronger than you, will instill positive energy in you, and you vibe off of that. Like, you're not gonna get to the top and
I was
go on somebody else's shoulders.
I was watching. I think, who was it? I was watching some YouTuber or somebody like that, and everybody has been saying this. If you wanna go fast, go alone. But if you wanna like grow, go with other people. It's not the same exact words, I'm paraphrasing, but if you want to go fast, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go further, go with other people.
Because like, look, if you have somebody who has a very similar thing as you, they're not going to be jealous of you. Because they have what you have, they're not going to be jealous of you. But if you got somebody that has either, less than you, they're going to want to be jealous of you and bring you down. Or if you have somebody who's above you, it's either two things. One, they can either try to push you down to make themselves feel better, or two, they may want to encourage you.
What more do you have to gain by pushing somebody down with the same worth as you?
Just making you exactly with the same worth as you.
Guys, the camera had cut off, so now we're starting this. I have one more last thing to say about No Mistake. I remember Kanye had posted. He was like, "Why are we still teaching?" Basically, long story short, he's like, why are we still regurgitating the same information that's being taught in schools? Why are we not being taught how to run a business like Magic Johnson did? Stuff like teaching them, like creating new ideas, teaching kids how to be creative, stuff like that. Why are we just regurgitating the same information? Because
the world is designed to keep people as paid slaves. And here's my explanation. I don't go too deep on it, but people notice is they teach you general math in high school. They teach you general science, and they teach you general things. Because and my friend Dylan and I had a conversation about this a while back. Actually, I can't remember how far back it was, but during the 1940s and 1950s, they used to train a lot of people with these things because they needed a lot of line workers. They needed a lot of people who were doing, remember the chain factory workers. They needed a lot of factory workers who could have, you know, the proper credentials or the knowledge to do these things. So they trained people to be, you know, basically a paid, I wouldn't even want to say paid slave. What's a PC word? a paid
working a job that you don't want to work.
A paid unhappy worker.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. I mean, you're just getting paid and you're doing things that benefit other people,
but not
the
yourself.
Elite, but it's not benefiting yourself.
Yeah.
Because you have accountants who help people, who help rich people, but sometimes they're not rich.
And we talked about this in my sociology class, how we're building up the system, but we're not even reaping the benefits of it.
They don't teach they don't teach you to be, creativity cannot be taught. And I watched a video last night about
but you can be inspired.
You can be inspired, but you can't teach somebody creativity.
How to be creative.
Creativity.
I mean, you can inspire them how to be creative, but you can't be like,
you can't teach somebody, hey, this is how you be creative.
Yeah.
That's not how. That's just not being creative at that point. You're just teaching somebody something that's already learned.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not bashing on people who go to college or school or whatever, because people do that. But and some people just can't go to school. Some people just, college is not for, like, for instance, like my case, college was just not for me because that's just not my area of like learning. Like, I'm not really, I'm a smart guy, I'm a knowledgeable person, but I'm not like an academic person, meaning like, what I mean by an academic is like, I'm not good when it comes to, okay, my whole life relies on my test scores, or my whole life relies on how well I do in this, this SAT, or in my GPA, or whatever. I mean, it's like, my whole life is being determined by how fast and how correct I hand in a test, which can easily be, you can easily get easy grades without having the knowledge at all. But I'm just not that kind of person. I didn't really do too well in high school. Not to give my whole backstory. We're not going to go into that. That's not the point of this. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is, I saw a video last night. A guy was talking about the same thing you're talking about. How he wanted to go to this amazing, well, it's like the #1 film school in California, in Southern California, in California, or in the nation actually, called USC. And I think Ryan Coogler went to USC, and Ludwig went there. He admitted into it when he was in high school. He got rejected because his SAT scores were low, but he said and his GPA wasn't great because it's a very hard school to get into. And they say they give you an option to like send in a rebuttal or something like that to see if there was a mistake. Yeah. So he wrote them a letter saying the whole, you know, it's just funny how you guys are judging my ability to be a great creator based on how well I did in math. Some guy I saw on YouTube, how well I did in math, and I just think it's unfair to deny somebody the opportunity to thrive as a creator. And they let him in. So when he got in, he said he felt that the more he went there, that his passion and his creativity for film, he said pretty much everything they teach you at that school, he learned it on YouTube and in high school in TV class. And he said he's paying all this money to learn Spanish when he wants to learn, because they're focusing on Gen Ed. So even like you go to a film school and they're pushing down Gen Ed down your throat. Now if you're a person who wants to expand in your learning, like, okay, I want to learn Spanish, I want to learn how to do environmental stuff, you know. But the point I'm trying to make is, I keep saying the point I'm trying to make is I'm going to something else, but I'm talking way too much right now. I didn't plan to speak this long. But basically Kanye is saying what this guy is embodying. Like, he dropped out of USC because he felt his creativity, he was saying creativity can't be taught. He wasn't learning how to shape his skills. He wasn't learning how to properly focus on what he wanted to achieve. And he's learning all this other stuff that everybody's learning. And he said the most he got out of that school was meeting other people that was like him.
That's pretty, guys, I'm gonna make a separate video, like a college video thing. I was gonna do that because, you know, college ended. But I'm gonna make a video about that. But it's true, like, when you go to college, half of the time, like, it's not so much about what you learned in school, but really about the experience and getting to network with other people most of the time. And sometimes you leave there basically with a paper just saying, yo, I can get this job.
That you have credentials to get a job. But some people,
don't get me wrong, some
people don't want to
do
get a job. Some people want to make a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna make a video about it. But anywho,
why must I work for something? Anyway, that's another.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Back to Kanye.
Oh yeah, back to Kanye. And this
Ghost Town.
Next song is Ghost Town. I like this feel. He's singing. Kanye's singing. Does he always do? Does he sing?
Sometimes.
Is a kid singing this part? This song, if you don't look at the words and you just listen, it kind of make you feel like you're floating.
This song's all over the place.
Yeah. Music
Kanye has dealt with depression, has been very public about how painful his mother's death has been to him. He said he went through...
Oh, you're reading something? Oh, I thought you was talking.
Yeah,
I was like,
went through deep depression with my mama passed. Suicide. What kind of talk is that? On the song Click. Yeah, Click. Kanye could not be in nobody with my click. 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 You never heard that song?
No.
Really? That was like a big song. Like
no, I told you I don't know Kanye's music like that. I just always heard that Kanye is doing something.
Everybody sung. Anyways, Kanye, you never heard of Niggas in Paris?
No, I'm being dead serious. I'm telling you. Let me tell you how I really don't know Kanye, because people will be talking about Kanye, but he was the guy that I never paid attention.
I'm gonna play a song after the reaction.
I just knew
you know the song.
He did crazy things, but I just didn't care. I mean, now I'm paying attention, but yo guys, when the song first started, I was like, yeah, I like the feel. As the song progressed, I was like,
man, you thought this was J. Cole? What you thought this was?
I was what's going on? From the last part with the 070 Shake person I was singing at the end, what I got for that, he was just trying to, because you know how kids are, when they experience pain, they don't even really like simple pain, like how he said, I put my hand on the stove to see if it still bleed. Like, they do stupid things and then they just laugh about it and just move on.
I think it's deeper than that.
I know it is, but
I think he's talking about suicide and pain that he feels inside. And he's gone through so many hurt to the point where
he don't feel it.
He don't feel it no more.
That's what I'm trying to say. When a kid do something like that, when he puts his hand on the stove, and it pains for a while, but then again, he's not thinking about that.
Man, I put my hand out, like balling, bro. That's painful.
He's not thinking about it anymore. So that's why
this song was just, I don't know. At this point, like, I felt that my mind was racing at KOD. But right now, I feel like I don't know Jack. Like, I'm listening, I feel so dumb listening to this.
Yeah.
Like I just feel, what I mean is, like, I'm searching for answers within all of this.
It's called Ghost Town.
This whole album got me questioning everything. Like, I don't feel like I'm here no more, yo.
No, seriously, honestly, if you guys obviously listen to the album, right? But hopefully you did. But right now, I mean, at the first few songs, I was trying to make sense of what is going on Kanye's mind. But for this song especially, I feel nothing.
I think because the whole theme here is being bipolar, could it be that all the tracks are bipolar as well?
Yes, they are bipolar.
Because you have like one track where he's like he's just talking about straight up like strippers and crap. And then another
next part he's talking
about his wife and how she's still with him.
The next part he's talking about some deep stuff. And the next time he's talking about
suicide. It's all over. I just think
it's supposed to be like that.
Whereas like KOD followed a pattern, this one is just like
I said, we're so used to the norm, but when we experience something out of the norm, we want to call him crazy. But I guess he's just bipolar.
Maybe he is crazy. Who knows? Maybe he is crazy. I don't know. Last song, Violent Crimes.
Yeah, last song, Violent Crimes.
Well, that song like Chloe and Halle a little bit.
Yeah, it do. Sound Chloe and Halle.
It's 07.
Reason to defend all of your fighting nights. Don't you go up in a hurry. Your mama be worried. Oh, it was all part of the story. Even the scary nights. Thank you for all of the
vocal progressions.
I like the chords.
Kanye made this beat.
College dripping on.
Monsters, niggas is pimps, niggas is players. The niggas had daughters. Now they become hard to forgive me. I'm scared of the karma. No daddy don't play. Not when it comes to their daughters. Don't do no yoga. Don't do Pilates. Just like piano will stick to karate. I pray your bodies drink more like mine and not like your mommy's. You wanna vomit, that's your baby, you love her to death. Now she cutting class and hanging with friends. You break the glass and say it again. So she got the scars, they serve as reminders. Blood still on her pajamas, but yesterday is dead, yeah. Moment of silence. Next should be off the collars and then at the altar. Cause you know that niggas are savage. Players to niggas have daughters.
Don't you grow up in a hurry?
But some still don't learn though. Some still don't learn.
Hard to add something too.
Yeah. Look at the harmony.
I'm saying it like
Nicki Minaj.
Like Nicki, oh man, I promise I'm gonna turn into a monster, but no Minaj. I don't know how you saying it, but let it happen.
Yo, don't get caught in nobody's voice note.
Yeah, no, I think she wrote a verse for him or something.
I'm saying it like I want a daughter like Nicki.
See, I don't know how you saying it, but let him hear this. I think she just gave him a verse.
Oh, then he just made it into.
Yeah, I think she gave him a verse. I think that's just what that was.
He said he chill with Nicki.
I think she just slid him a verse real quick, like, hey man, like.
Okay.
The song closed with Nicki Minaj herself delivering the lines Collins spit earlier. This suggests Nicki herself either may have written the lines or at the very least give her a blessing to use on them, perhaps with the condition that he included this voicemail in the track. The last sentence, I don't know how you saying it, but let him hear this. Also suggests Nicki's aware that the lines could be perceived as a diss. She seems to be trying to retake ownership of the lines by delivering them herself. However, she's still participating, creating either or construction of female sexuality. You're either a monster like Nicki or having menages. And she appeared on Good Music Track doing how to Pusha T and Drake's beef. I haven't even followed that.
Okay,
I haven't even followed that beef. I don't got time for that, honestly.
Yeah.
That beef nonsense.
So for all I got from what Matthew just read, but Genius deciphered, saying that Nicki Minaj obviously gave.
She let on a verse, man. She just
gave him a verse, but then it's saying, I don't know how you gonna do it, but let them hear this. And she trying to say like,
I want to get the message out.
That that dudes just be players until they get daughters.
Or maybe she's like, I don't know how you want to do it, just let them hear this. Maybe she's saying just let them hear this voicemail.
Or let them hear the message.
Why you rate the album?
Okay, I wasn't done talking about the song. You made me forget everything. Basically, what I took from this song is them, Kanye, and the other people he put on there were just talking about ninjas and how they be players and how they be doing all this stuff until they have daughters. And he realized that, I guess from his position being a husband and a father
of 3 girls.
He got 3 girls.
I heard it was 3 girls.
He got a girl and a boy. Where the other one come from?
I heard they have 3 kids. That's what I read in the article.
But I really don't be paying attention.
I could be wrong though, but I read somewhere that Kim has 3 kids. So.
But he's talking about how, especially how fast they grow up, and then he's trying to warn them by saying like, don't fall for these ninjas. But then basically the cycle just repeats itself and all that stuff.
You fall for them, and then they have a daughter too, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but some ninjas don't even learn. Like some of them don't even learn. And the whole thing with Nicki Minaj's line.
Look at Travis Scott. Like he got a baby with Kylie. Like they got a daughter together.
Yeah.
And like he's still, I don't know.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, the difference, at least he cares about her. But he was like, I was reading last night. He was like, he wants Kylie to tone down on some of her work a little bit so she can raise the daughter properly, because he's concerned that she won't be spending enough time with her as a mom. Honestly,
you really want to know what I think?
What?
I don't care. I really don't, because
I was just telling you what I read. I was just sharing information. I ain't saying I don't care about it either. I was just sharing information.
It's really interesting to me. You know, it's okay. I'm waiting to get there. But yeah, I hope she raised her daughter right and realized that she actually is a mother. You know, I'm not in the lady's life or whatever she's doing.
There's a lot of women saying to her, why can't he quit doing music, because Kylie makes more money than him, so let him be a stay-at-home dad and then let her focus.
Listen,
on
it needs to be a mutual agreement. They both need to be sharing and taking care and rearing their child.
Both of them need to be in that.
Both of them, not just one person being this and one person being
but
that.
She got good role models around her that deal with it. Whether we like it or not, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West had these kids for a while now. And they both got their businesses and they're still taking care of their kids.
Exactly. Who said you can't work and take care of your
child? So she has enough people with advice to get with knowledge.
But hopefully she will take the advice. I mean, we're not in their personal life. I'm not up on her Instagram checking or Twitter. Yeah. Even that doesn't even tell you much. But
tells you nothing.
Yeah, it's just pictures. Not really, but okay.
They put up what they wanted. They want to put up what you want to see. Don't show you nothing.
Yo, honestly, right now, let me tell you something. I don't know what to think. Like, usually we have so much to say about album reactions that we did and stuff like that and the music and stuff, but this one just got me thinking, like, bro, I feel like in this album, Kanye just gave us life. Not saying, like, oh, yo, this gave me life. Like, yes, it was lit. I'm talking about he gave us a form of life. Like,
what are you talking about? Nani?
Let me explain. Okay, it's about to get real confusing. Well, I can't really explain it, but I feel like
you sure you in the right capacity to speak right now on this subject?
Can I just speak? Let me at least try to say what I need to say. You know how some people are like, or just in general, people are just confused about life within itself. Like, what is life? Like, sometimes you just be...
Continue.
Sometimes you... No, come on, don't act over here in front like you don't be like, yo, what is life sometimes?
I'm trying to see how Kanye West explained any of that.
Not explain, but from the songs that he gave us and the stuff that he said on each of the tracks, I feel like he's trying to navigate through his thoughts, through his bipolarness, through his mental illness and all this stuff, and he's trying to cope. And he's giving us a different form of life. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
what do you mean he's giving us a different form of life, though? I'm confused by that. I don't understand what you mean by that.
Okay. We're sharing or experiencing his world, I would say.
Okay, that's better.
Okay, let me rephrase my sentence. He's sharing, and we're getting to get a glimpse into, I guess, a bipolar person.
Well, his mind.
Or his mind. Because everybody always want to know what Kanye is thinking.
Okay, well, that
makes sense? Okay.
You said he's giving us life. Like, what?
I think if I told I did the same thing, you kind of understand me.
No, he would not.
Okay, I'll tell him later.
If you say that, I feel like he's giving us life, that's a broad statement. That has so many.
I'm a very broad person, guy. My professor,
yeah, but
that
has no specific definition. If you say the whole, he's giving us life, it's like, say, okay, is he giving us physical life? Is he giving us information about life?
I get it. I already rephrased my sentence. Anywho, what did you think about the album? Because right now, I'm just not thinking straight.
Well, this album is very different from all of its other albums because Kanye has always left clues and glimpses and references to other, like, things in life and things about all these hidden messages about that. He always refers to a they, but never specifies. And oh, they're going to send me here, they're going to do this to me, they're going to do that. He's always referred to a they, similar to how Kendrick has always referred to Lucy. So it's like this imaginary person that you don't know who they are. But I mean, I kind of have an idea. But
it might not be. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But it might not even be a person. It could be a thing. Like, he probably talking about in spiritual level now.
I don't even know. I really don't know.
About hallucination and mystic.
I'm not even going to try to figure it out. I'm just saying what's coming to my mind right now. So I'm not trying to act like I know how it's happening, because I really don't. But from what I'm getting, like, it's different. The reason why it's super different from a lot of his older stuff is because a lot of his older tracks were very mainstream, meaning like they fit to a specific style of music that was mainstream, and the message wasn't too, like as it is in this. Where in this one, like, he's not really doing too crazy, like, hype trap beats or like crazy things that you can bump to in your car. He's giving you a lot of I guess, philosophical type
and hear
messages
hear what
in
I
this
gotta
thing,
say.
or you just speaking what's on his mind, like, yo, like, this is what's up. I don't even know.
If
what
you guys won't listen to me when I'm speaking on Twitter or when I'm speaking in this, I might as well put something.
Well, the man said he creates art whenever he makes music because of his thing. So
remember the thing, the color, what's it called?
That's called. But
Daddy said he has a little bit.
He got dads, and then he got dad and mental.
I want to know what he was talking about with colors are dripping. Daughters? How does he got 2 girls? When did Kanye get another girl?
I told you he has 3 kids.
When did he get another girl?
I don't know, but I told you he got 3 kids.
No, that's how you know I just don't be paying attention. I just don't got time.
Anyway, what would I rate this album? I don't know. On a musical scale, the production is very low key, so it's nothing too extravagant production wise. From what I can hear from the production and all that, it's nothing too extravagant. It's essentially just background music for any of this. It's nothing too memorable that I can be like, oh, I really like this or whatever. Until like the last song where it has some nice I like the chorus stuff, and then like the second to last song, Ghost or whatever. That was a pretty good one. And as far as like his lyrics, like I said, there's a lot to be deciphered from this, and you can really take out a lot of messages from these and interpret it however you want to interpret it, whatever he's trying to tell you, based on the lyrics. As a package deal, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna give this album because I have to give this more listens to really figure out what the heck is going on. Because as of right now, I'm sitting at a 6.5 to be safe, because it's not a bad album, but I can't give it I'm not saying it's bad because it doesn't have like amazing beats. Don't get me wrong. I like music of all sorts. So it doesn't have to be super bumpy or trappy or have awesome beats for it to be good. I'm just saying as a package, with the production and his execution and the messages that he's talking about, I have to give it more listens to really, give a concrete review or a concrete opinion on it. I can't really form a full opinion on it right now. So I'm just sitting at is okay. It's not a bad album, but it's not super, super awesome for now.
Wanna know how I feel? That's how I feel. You know how Kanye screamed at the end of that song? That's how I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, for me, it wasn't about the music, because the music wasn't there. It wasn't very present.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a little background.
Like,
so it's not even so much.
I feel like I was saying earlier, like, you guys are not. He's probably like, you guys are not listening to me. Okay, so I'm gonna throw on music, and when I guess when I throw some chords and I throw some strings and stuff to it, then y'all gonna listen to me. I feel like the album cover said like I'm bipolar. What is it?
He said
I hate being bipolar, but it's awesome. Like, I just felt like, I guess that was his way of saying that he's bipolar. He has all these creative thoughts, but people call him crazy. He has so much things to say, but he can't really.
Every time he talks, I see where he's trying to go, but he's really bad at explaining himself.
Yeah, like you see where he's going, but for me, sometimes I see where he's going. The next minute, he throw me off. Next minute, I'm like, yeah, okay, I catch you, Kanye. The next minute, I'm like,
yeah, that's how it be. I'm like, you think he's going somewhere, and you be like,
that's how I felt in Ghost Town. I was like, yeah, okay, all right, maybe I can probably play this one in my car. Nah.
I knew that's what you were thinking as you were listening.
Yeah.
Which one can I play in the car?
You know, honestly, that's what I was thinking. Like, I wonder which song I can probably bump with Kanye in the car, just so I can say I listen to Kanye. But let me stop.
His older stuff.
Let me stop. But no, seriously, like, I'm confused.
What would you rate the album right now?
I don't know. Seriously.
You don't know?
On message, on music, as a package deal, y'all, I don't know. We gotta drop the scale down to 1 to 5. I can't do 1 to 10.
From 1 to 5.
Or 1 to 3. Can we do that?
No. Out of 5 stars.
Nah, I gotta give it a 3.
Out of 5 stars, I'm at 3 too.
I gotta give it a 3 because, like he said, it wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't like the music or the beats or anything were weird. But it was just like, I'm confused. Genuinely, I'm confused. Y'all, I've never been so lost dazed. Right now, it don't even feel like we're in a day of a week.
I thought Chloe and Halle did that to me. Nope.
Yeah, no. Nah. Because you can at least make some sense of it. If you don't really get the message, you can kind of cling on to the music. This one is like, I have no foundation. Where do I build my house?
Maybe his goal was to make his listeners feel crazy as he feels.
Yeah, maybe feel bipolar. Oh my god.
Because right now I can't decide how I want to feel really.
Wow, it's like I want to make sense of it, but my mind is, oh, I gotta stop talking about this because it's literally because like my feet, it's like, you don't understand. Like right now, the front of my brain feels like it's just like wiped. Like I don't know where I am. Like, are we doing a video? Are we just talking? Am I in a parallel universe? Is this deja vu? Are we like two different worlds?
I think you need to relax.
Like,
I think you need to relax.
I didn't go, y'all. That's how I feel.
Yeah, we're done with this video. Thank y'all. So much for watching.
You have anything else to say about this?
I really don't. I said everything I think I needed to say for
guys.
Right now.
If you have like,
this is our raw, honest opinion and reaction to it. That's not every reaction is gonna be super awesome from us.
It's not even a react. It's not even expecting anything from us.
Yeah,
this is just our reaction to this album. We're not expecting anything. This is just what you get. And let me know if you guys experience the same are experiencing the same feeling that we felt.
And well, the people who are probably gonna comment this,
Kanye fans.
No, people who are gonna comment what I'm about to say is probably didn't even watch the interview. But don't be like, oh, you guys ain't woke. You guys ain't see anything. You guys missed every single message in this video.
Guys,
9 out of 10 times, the people who are commenting that didn't watch the video to the end or listen to what we're saying.
Yeah, like I said, we're speaking to the people who watched the video thoroughly and listen to what we actually have to say.
Probably a very small amount.
Yeah, and which is fine too. But half of the stuff that Kanye discussed on this album, we're not going to discuss.
We're not going to discuss.
One, it's too long. Two,
sometimes you have to be wise with what you say.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not a time and a place.
You listen to J. Cole thing. Life can bring you so much pain. Choose wisely.
You just gotta. Some things you don't need to get into.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that we wanted to talk about from this album that we got and we definitely could say things about, but we're just not going to.
And I don't care if I was just like, you guys did not woke, oh, you missed this. Like,
because you don't know me, so I don't care.
Yeah,
we don't know who I am.
Guys, if you liked our reaction, if you can relate to everything we discussed, if you have watched this far, everything in the package, y'all.
Or if you skip through to the end to see what we said.
At the end, that's fine too. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you felt about Kanye dropping an album.
If you have any like older albums
stuff like
or
that,
any album that you want us to check about.
And like I said, I don't know Kanye's music. I don't. Like I told Tony from the beginning, I don't know his music. But
no, you do. You just didn't know.
Yeah, I probably know if he made it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you had liked this reaction, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Okay, if you guys if you guys want to see more album reactions from us or any reaction, anything in that nature, let me know in the comment section down below as well. Okay, and if you haven't subscribed yet, what did you do with your life? Like, you don't want to miss out on the content that's going out.
Subscribe.
Okay, so just feel free to subscribe. Guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching. Milky Way out.